Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. I owe you guys an update on the EvenSkyn Lumo device, which is this bad boy right here. I actually owe you updates on a couple of other devices as well. I feel like I have been slacking on reporting back on progress, or I mean, sometimes there could not be any progress because the device isn't the right fit for me. That is not the case with this one, but yeah, I owe you guys some updates. So I'm going to try to get to those at some point during the month of December to kind of just, I guess, finish off the year, if you will. I still can't believe that we are already in the holiday season. Nuts. This year just flew by like crazy. But I have been using the EvenSkyn Lumo device for a number of months now. And actually, I took about, I think it was a month and a half off. And that was only due to pure laziness on my part. And that's something that I want to address with devices. So I'm just going to talk about this first, and then I'll get into what my thoughts are even further along into using the device. I'll tell you, if you've never heard of it or if you didn't watch my original video, I will tell you about the different modes that are available in this device. But one thing I want to say about any device that you purchase is that it's a commitment. It is a time commitment that you have to be willing to make. And most devices that you are going to purchase, whether it's the EvenSkyn Lumo or whether it's a red light panel or whatever it is, you have to be willing to use that product for the long term to continue to not only see results, but also maintain your results. So just make sure before you invest in any device, because a lot of these devices can get pretty expensive, right? Just make sure that you are the type of person who is willing to commit the time and the effort and the energy into actually using the device consistently. I think, once you have reached your desired results, which honestly for a lot of devices, it can take months. Like, it can take some time to really see things change, either on your face or your neck or your décolleté. It's not an overnight success. You are not getting plastic surgery. And even with plastic surgery, there is months of healing time after before you see your final results. There are no quick fixes in life, is what I'm trying to say. You have to stay committed. And even after you reach your results, it's super important to continue with maintenance usage. So that means you are not going to have to use the device quite as often as you did in the first, say, like 6 to 8 months. You can kind of back off a little bit, but you do still have to continue to use the device long term to continue to maintain your results and hopefully even see better results in the future. What I really like about devices is that I've noticed a lot of change in my skin with pretty much all the devices that I have used. And the wonderful thing is that the longer I use them, the more I find that my skin stays the same, which sounds like, well, I don't want it to stay the same, but I feel like I've gotten to a really good spot with how my skin looks and feels, the texture, the tone. All of it I am so happy with for my age. And if you're new here, I am 43 years old. I do have a very oily skin type, and I do think that that benefits me in terms of not aging quite as quickly as maybe someone who has a drier skin type, a more dehydrated skin type. For me, I think that the oil has helped to kind of just age more slowly to begin with. But I think that using these devices is kind of keeping my skin looking the way that I really want it to. Have I seen super, super crazy dramatic before and afters? Not necessarily, but that's also not necessarily what I'm looking for. I think you also have to understand that a device that you use at home is really only going to do so much for you. There may be some cases out there who you know, if you really want to do something about your hooded eyelids, you might have to have a blepharoplasty surgery, right? Like you might have to have that skin removed. Or if your neck is really, really sagging from just years of either sun exposure, or maybe you've been a smoker, or you just haven't taken care of the skin, you might be better off getting a neck lift. It depends on what you want, what your expectations are, what your budget is. I just think overall it's important to have very realistic expectations with no matter what you purchase. Realistic expectations in terms of how often you're going to use the device, if you're going to stick with it long term, if it's within your budget, you know, it's a commitment. So just make sure that before you purchase anything that you are committed to it. So for me, I've been using the EvenSkyn Lumo for, I think it's been over 6 months now that I have had it in my possession. So I've had it for quite some time. Now, I took about a month and a half off because I couldn't find the charger. I mean, I had the charging base. It does come with a really nice like docking base that I keep in the bathroom. But I tried to remember to put all of my cords in one basket that is in the bathroom. But I had actually left the charger for this in the box in this room, but I forgot. And so I couldn't use it because one, I was kind of lazy and just didn't think about it for a little while. And then I was like, oh, it needs to be charged. I don't know where the charger is. So for a couple weeks, I went on a hunting spree trying to find the darn thing, found it, recharged the device, and started using it again. So I've been using it again now for the last month consistently. I have only been using the EvenSkyn Lumo on my neck. That is because I have been testing a different device on my face that has similar technology to this. But this one actually has more features than the other device. But I wanted to be able to divide up the different areas of my body in order to be able to really see what each of these devices can do. So let me tell you a little bit about the technology of this particular device. First of all, it's probably one of the heavier devices that I have. It's very solidly made, you guys. I have dropped this a couple times, and it did not break. Nothing happened to it. So not that I'm telling you to like test that theory, but I have dropped it and it's still in one piece. So mad props to them building a solid, well-made product. Again, don't do that at home. But when you turn the device on, there are several different modes to choose from. So what I like about the EvenSkyn Lumo device is that there are essentially 3 devices in one. So with this, you are getting several different modes, and you can actually combine some of the modes together. So let's kind of run through them. First off, to turn it on, you just hit the OK, and that turns the device on. Right now, I have it turned on to radio frequency, and I have to tell you, really the only two modes that I use on this particular device on my neck is the EMS mode, the electrical muscle stimulation or microcurrent mode, and the radio frequency, RF mode. Those are the ones that I am most interested in for myself, and the ones that I feel like I would use the most consistently. I have tried the other couple of modes that are also in here, but for the most, sorry, the dogs just came in too. Hopefully they're not too loud in the background here. So with the radio frequency, one of the things you want to know is that this is a pretty powerful device, you guys. So the radio frequency actually heats up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is going to stimulate the collagen in your skin, and it gets it to kind of reactivate the collagen, gets it to build, grow a little bit more. You do want to use a conductive gel of some kind, or some aloe vera, just something that is going to help to buffer the radio frequency a little bit. You will also want to make sure that you use either a conductivity gel of some kind, or again, aloe vera, with the EMS mode as well. Do not put those on your skin without anything on. Also, you want to make sure that you start out with the lowest setting. This, especially on the EMS mode, I can tell you on the highest setting, it can get uncomfortable. It feels like little pinches or bee stings. You're going to feel it. This is a powerful device, you guys. So just make sure you start out on the lowest setting and work your way up. So the radio frequency is something that I definitely use on a very consistent basis, and I just, go around my neck. And what's neat is there is kind of a built-in timer here, so it'll take you through a treatment session, and then you can choose to go on to another session with your EvenSkyn Lumo device, or you can just call it good at radio frequency. I don't know, depends on what day of the week it is for you, or whether you do all the things or just a couple of the things. You can customize it. So you can also toggle down, and you can get the ion mode on here. So this ion mode actually helps to I have notes in front of me, you guys, because I wanted to make sure to address everything. So I apologize if reading something off a paper annoys you, but sorry. Brain cells. There's only so many left, and I need some help. So this ion mode is going to help to get rid of dead skin cells and excess oil buildup. And the way that you use it is you take this little piece off and you put a cotton round on here, stick that over top. It's a pretty strong magnet, so it's going to hold that cotton round on here. Then you're going to use you can saturate this with either a makeup remover. You can saturate it with a facial spray of some kind, and then you're just going to work that around your skin. I've never really used this one just because I use it on my neck, and I really don't feel like that particular mode is something that I don't feel like I need it per se, but it is there for you to be able to use. So after the ion mode, you can do the EIN and photon mode. So ENI. So the ENI mode is going to help with the absorption of your skincare products. So what you're going to do is apply your skincare to your face, and then you are going to go over and you are going to basically help absorb those products deeper into your skin. So this is something that I will use occasionally on my neck, but not always. It's there, it's great. Also, this photon mode here there is a red light and blue light therapy option here. You can just do that by itself as well. The red light is 623 nanometers and the blue light is 465. Red light helps with anti-aging benefits. Blue light can help with decreasing oil production. Blue light can help with the reduction of the appearance of your pores. If you are someone who struggles with acne, blue light is very helpful for that because it can help to kill the bacteria in the acne. After the ENI mode, you have the EMS mode, which is the electrical muscle stimulation. And this one is going to firm, tighten, and lift the skin. With this one, you really need that conductivity gel. Do not put this on your face without that. You're gonna get a little zap. The gel, I like to use a nice thick amount of gel. It does help to kind of buffer that stinging sensation just a little bit. Sorry, you guys, the lighting is killing me today. It's sunny, which is great, I guess, if you like the sun, but it messes with my lighting in here because I have a window over on this end. So you need to make sure to keep this moving. This is going to essentially give your muscles a workout, and over time, it will tighten everything back up again. And what I noticed after using the radio frequency and the EMS mode on my neck on a regular basis is that I was getting tightening on the skin of my neck. I was noticing a reduction in this lovely deep crease that I have on what I like to call my neck meat. It really did start to firm that up. to a point where I could really tell the difference when I was touching my skin. Visually, I noticed a decrease in the line, but it wasn't like crazy dramatic for me because this line isn't super, super deep yet. It's probably going to get that way because I spend a lot of my time looking down at my phone. And if you're wondering why your neck wrinkles might be getting worse, it could be because we are all on our phones all the time looking down. And when you're like crunching your neck up like that, you're gonna start to like build lines and stuff. So I have found that this aids in the reduction of that. When I stopped using the radio frequency and the EMS mode, I did notice that the kind of tightened feel that I had built up to started to go away a little bit. And that is what really pushed me to find the cord because I was like, nope, I've made progress. I don't want to let my progress go. And this goes back to the beginning of our conversation here where you are going to have to use your devices on a maintenance basis after you have achieved your desired results. It's not like you use this for 6 months and then toodaloo, you're done. You're not. You're gonna have to continue to use it a couple times a week. My schedule was typically Sunday, which is like my spa day. I would do either Wednesday or Thursday night, and then I might also do like a Friday. So Sunday, Wednesday, Friday was kind of my like go-to schedule for the first few months where I was super diligent about it. After the first couple months, I did go down to about 2 days a week, and then lost the cord. Didn't lose it, just put it in the wrong spot, didn't remember where I put it. And yeah, and I noticed that the results that I had achieved had started to kind of wane a little bit. So you got to stick with your devices, guys. Overall, I think this is one of the best devices out there for the money because of the amount of technology you are getting in one device. I think it's absolutely worth investing in if you are willing to be committed. So just know yourself, know what you are able to truly commit to, and make a schedule. Put it on your calendar, select a few days a week that you can commit to this. Start out on the lowest level. Do not go in with that like, level 4 or 5. Start on level 1 or 2, work your way up. You really do get used to that sensation of the microcurrent. Some people don't like it at all, so just keep that in mind. They do have a money back guarantee for this device, so if you are not happy with it, I believe it's a 60-day guarantee. Don't quote me on that. I'm going to be putting information in the description box down below, as well as a coupon code if you are interested in purchasing this device. You can save some money on it. Yeah, it's an investment. I think it's a worthwhile investment if you're willing to use it consistently and if you're willing to stick with it long term. So for me, I really like this one. Glad I found the charger. And I'm going to continue to use it. I will continue to update you guys over the next year. I'll try to do an update maybe another like 6 months from now. I will take some pictures of where I'm at right now. I don't know. I took some pictures at the start of 2021 just to see where I was at as kind of like a baseline with my skin. But I was wearing a fluffy robe, and so I didn't get much of my neck in there. So it's hard to do a comparison with that. But I'll try to take one where I'm at right now and see where we can get 6 months from now. I know that visually I can see the difference in the mirror and I can feel it. Like when I touch my skin, I can feel it. But it's not a crazy drastic before and after for me because my neck wasn't in like the worst possible state that it could be in. So, but for the next one, I'll definitely try to do a before and after for you guys. Guys, this one it's easy to use. You just have to have a commitment. I do want to say, so EvenSkyn Lumo did send me this device initially, and they just recently sent me their Venus, which I'm very intrigued by, but I've been a little bit intimidated to take it out of the box because this Venus device is specifically for your eye area. I have never used any of my devices around the eye area because none of them have been designed for that I have gotten so far. So this one is their premium eyelid anti-aging device. So I'm just gonna kind of loosely introduce you guys to this right now, and then I'm gonna start using it tonight. I'll do an update in a couple weeks, and then we will do like a regularly scheduled, like 3 months, 6 months, a year. And yeah, I'm excited. So this is what the device looks like right here. There is a little charging port at the bottom. Here's your charging cord. And let's read through what this does. So the EvenSkyn Venus uses thermal collagen stimulation, active ionic uptake, LED phototherapy, and sonic massaging to firm aging eyelid skin, reduce bags under the eyes, remove dark circles around the eyes, stimulate and rejuvenate eyelid skin cells. So yeah, you've got the LED phototherapy in here, a sonic massager, the nutrient uptake ion import, and the thermal collagen activation, which goes to 42 degrees Celsius. So we've got my eyelids. My eyelids, I feel like they're still doing okay, but I'm starting to notice a little bit of that like crepiness setting in, which is obviously frustrating when you're putting on eyeshadow. So I want to see what this can do for my eyelids. My hope is that it can maintain the current smoothness of my eyelids and maybe help take away a little bit of that crepiness that's starting to kind of form. Really, you know what? The younger you are when you are starting out with your devices, I almost feel like the better, because you are getting ahead of the aging, which I think is always better than trying to play catch up. So anyway, I'm gonna start using this tonight. I'm gonna let you guys know how it goes. Give you an update in a couple of weeks. So hopefully my eyeballs are still there. No, I know this product is safe. EvenSkyn Lumo, their devices are, I believe they're all FDA cleared. So yeah, I'm super excited to test this out. All right, you guys, hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. I will be putting a ton of information in the description box down below, so make sure you check that out. The discount there is available for you guys to use if you want. You can read up more about the device on their website. They have a ton of reviews on there as well that you can watch. And yeah, again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.